What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Andrew. We're back at it today with another video. Today's video, we have my first Adidas pickup of the year. And I think this Adidas model right here has potential to be the Adidas shoe of the summer. And that is going to be the Adidas BW Army in this beautiful white colorway. And if you guys are familiar with shoes, you know what these resemble. However, this is actually the original. The Margielas are not the original. A little fun fact for you little fashion heads out there and sneaker heads, whatever you want to call yourselves. This is the original, not the Margielas. We're going to get into all that, but I just saw a post yesterday online and people were saying, oh, Adidas made replica Margielas. They're making fake Margielas. No, Adidas had this design first and then Margiela ripped them off, which is why Margiela calls them the replica. So before we begin, as always, please feel free to hit that like and subscribe. And please feel free to follow me on Instagram to see how I style all my sneakers and outfits. And with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Off with the box, we'll touch on the box real quick. Just a standard blue Adidas box, nothing too crazy. The shoes did come individually wrapped in case you happen to care. Nice little luxury touch from Adidas, since technically this looks like a luxury sneaker, so Adidas wants to give you that luxury feel. Size level reads BW Army Luxe, size 10.5. And the colorway is flat white gum. And there you go. And you got a gold Adidas sticker on the side. I don't recall ever getting this gold Adidas sticker on the side of an Adidas box before, so maybe that's new. Figured I mentioned that, but yeah, standard Adidas box. Let's get into the shoes. And here they are, the Adidas BW Army in the flat white gum colorway. Now these shoes released, I believe, 1 or 2 weeks ago. There wasn't really a big announcement. Adidas kind of just dropped them out of nowhere. I saw like Extra Butter make a few posts about them. But other than that, it's been pretty quiet. But recently they've been picking up steam. I've seen a lot of blogs start posting about these since they have been hitting the stores. And I got pretty lucky. There was only one size 10.5 left on Adidas in this white colorway. So I decided to grab it. They did drop alongside a black and gum colorway as well. The black ones, there's still some available. However, the bigger sizes are all gone now. It's funny, once those blogs started posting, these started to fly off shelves. It's like Adidas didn't really just promote these at all. They kind of just dropped them and let people figure it out, which I kind of do appreciate because it does make it easier to cop if you're in the know. Adidas did decide to bring this model back. They brought it back last year on a collaboration with Hard Copy, which is like a sneaker blog on Instagram. And those were super limited, and honestly, those look pretty much identical to these. They're pretty much all white with gum bottoms, and there's like red stitching on the Hard Copy ones. So these are pretty much identical to those. The feature that makes these different than those BW Armies and probably some of the past releases is that we do have the cracked leather on the white upper, which is one of my only complaints on the sneaker. Personally, I would have preferred a smooth leather over the cracked leather, but beggars can't be choosers. I'm not sure why Adidas called these a luxury version. If you're giving us cracked leather, I don't really associate cracked leather with luxury, but that's just me. I did throw these on foot today, and honestly, you can't really tell when you're wearing them on foot. These have cracked leather. You could only really tell in hand. So at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. Other than that, the materials feel really good. The suede feels really good as well, especially for a $120 shoe. I really have no complaints. The leather on the tongue is super soft. I was pretty surprised by that. And then the leather on the inner lining looks really nice as well. And it feels really good. Feels really soft. You even have a nice leather insole, as you can see on the inside of the shoe. And as you can see, this shoe really has no Adidas branding. The reason why that is that this shoe was originally designed for the German Army, I believe in the 1970s. And obviously in the Army, you cannot have brand logos on your shoes. So hence, that is why there is no Adidas 3-stripe logo anywhere to be found on this shoe. However, on this version, we do have Adidas logo on the tongue, and then we also have Adidas branding on the gum sole as well. The one reason why these shoes are so popular is that Mason Margiela makes the same shoe that is called the Mason Margiela replica, and those are super popular all over social media. I know they're super big in Europe. I see a ton of people wearing them, and honestly, they just look great with a ton of outfits. You could pretty much wear that shoe with anything. So I think that's why these are also so appealing, even though this was actually the first version of this actual style shoe. But at the end of the day, you can get the Adidas one for $120, or you can go drop $750 on the Mason Margiela. I'll throw a picture up of the Margielas on the screen. You guys let me know which you'd rather cop. $120 or $750. In terms of sizing on the Adidas BW Army, I find these run true to size. I went with my true to size, which is a 10.5, and they fit me absolutely perfect. In my personal opinion, they fit the exact same as Adidas Sambas and Adidas Handball Specials. So if you have any of those in your collection, I would just stick with that normal size if you're looking to pick up a pair of Adidas BW Armies. As far as this colorway goes, it's mostly sold out on Adidas. However, Nordstrom does have a full size run in this colorway. So I'll leave the link for Nordstrom down below so you guys can go cop these if you want. And that is going to do it for today's video. Once again, I'll leave these linked down below. Let me know what you guys think about these in the comments. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.